Hello. Welcome to the past. That's right, it's the first ever Vintage Tuesdays. Vintage Tuesdays. Just thought of that. Hello everyone, this is Stilgoe in the Shed. This is episode 30.
Happy 30th.
Thank you very much.
To you.
Who's behind the camera? Who's behind the camera? It's the director of photography.
I'm behind the camera.
She's behind the camera. Guess who I was being? Hope you're all well. Another beautiful day in paradise. I mean lockdown. We begin with a good evening. No, we begin with an email.
A good email.
We begin with a good email, Jean. Good evening. Joe, you pronounced my surname perfectly at the end of your show today. Many thanks for the mention. For tomorrow's oldies, my request is Bing Crosby's Swinging on a Star. This song is for my baby boy who at 6 months old is blissfully unaware of everything going on in the world just now. This is a really fun song to sing to him. We're really enjoying your show from the shed. Thank you for sharing such wonderful music and humour with us each day. Take care, Jillian Rogachevskaya. I hope I got it better that time because I rolled my R's. Thank you, Gillian. P.S. I first saw you perform live as part of the horn section at an Edinburgh Fringe many years ago. Have I been going many years? Have I? I still feel like I'm just beginning on this rusty old pole of life. Have you been following any of Alex Horn's Taskmaster home tasking challenges on Twitter/YouTube? Hilarious. I haven't, but Alex is doing an amazing thing with Taskmaster. He's setting a new task for children and families every day, and he's brilliant. So
let's watch it today.
Let's watch it.
That can be part of our homeschooling.
So Alex and Rachel and all the Horns, hello to you, and all Taskmaster fans. I miss you all.
Of course, you can hear Rachel every day on the radio.
On Chris Evans'
breakfast show. Lots of people are enjoying your cap. Are you a Peaky Blinders fan?
There's nothing wrong with performing in a shed, Tommy. No, I'm not.
All right, Arthur. Shall I just pan down to get the full?
And then this blood. Tommy.
Let's get the full out. Oh,
Oh, sorry.
That's the sort of.
I'm here.
That was a basic.
That's
a sort of basic instinct moment happened then. It was unfortunate.
Well,
stay up there, and I will just take
in
your outfit.
It's wonderful. It's so airy. It's like a lost conversion.
Stay there.
Okay.
You keep moving at the wrong time.
Right.
Gimbal.
Let's go.
Right. Let's just. I'm trying to show you. I'm trying to show your shoes.
Because two children.
Stop opening your legs.
All right. I forget. It's hard because most of the time I'm my own camera person, so I have to sort of angle myself if I need to.
Oh dear. Okay, we're starting now. Lovely buttons.
Oh.
Oh dear. I'm sorry. Forgive the flashing. I'm so sorry.
Or as child number 2 says,
Uh-oh.
would you like to swing on a star? Carry moonbeams home in a jar, and better be better off than you are. Or would you rather be a mule? A mule is an animal with long furry ears that kicks up at anything he hears. His back is broad and his brain is weak. It's just plain stupid with stubborn streak. And by the way, if you hate to go to school, you may grow up to be a mule. Would you like to swing on a star? Carry moonbeams home in a jar, and be better off than you are? Or would you rather be a pig? Pig is an animal with dirt on his face. His shoes are a terrible disgrace. He ain't got manners when he eats his food. He's fat and he's lazy and extremely rude. But if you don't care a feather or a fig, you may grow up to be a pig. Or would you like to swing on a star? Carry moonbeams home in a jar, and be better off than you are? Or would you rather be a A fish won't do anything but swim in a brook. He can't write his name or read a book. To fool the people is his only thought. And though he's slippery, he still gets caught. But then if that sort of life is what you wish, you may grow up to be a fish. The door flung open. Because we're in the past and that's what happened then. Still gets caught. But then if that sort of life is what you wish, you may grow up to be a fish. And all the monkeys aren't in a zoo. Every day you meet quite a few. So you see, it's all up to you. You can be better than you are. You could be swinging. You could be swinging. You could be swinging on a star. Oh. Feels like a children's show.
Wow. Bit of swing and sway in the old gimbal there.
So that's, well, lovely. We all had fun in that one. And that's for 6-month-old. We don't have a name. Baby Rogachevskaya. What a great name. I'd like to be called that. Not Stilgoe.
Yeah, that was great. Great fun, that song. I've never heard it before.
Have you not?
No.
Bing Crosby did it, I think, first, and then Anne Shelton, then Sinatra. It's like one of my perfect mixture of classy swing, standard love song, but also with animal noises. Goofball Island.
Goofball Island. Caroline Coates says, well, what an opener. It very much was, and we're not just talking about Joe's legs.
What an opener. And what an opener that was. This shirt is absolutely enormous in the arms. I haven't been bulking up with protein shakes and the like. It's just got a lot of room for manoeuvre.
Let's look at your rainbow buttons. You've brought your own rainbow to the shed for the NHS.
Yes.
Well done, well done. Now listen, we just need to address a bit of important business here. Martin Wells.
Hello, Martin.
Dear Martin, it's Martin's 6th and hopefully last chemo session tomorrow. And he would be watching Wild Wednesday, but we've changed the time. We've put in 8 p.m. instead of 1 p.m. tomorrow. So Martin's saying he's going to have to watch reruns, Wild Wednesday reruns. Oh, Martin.
Oh, Martin. We'd love to rearrange again for you. But yeah, I would choose a choice episode. I mean, what was a good one?
Oh.
Any of the ones with director of photography in, rather than just me in my shed.
Stop it. They're all great. There's a great back catalogue.
It's a great book catalogue.
Martin, we're sending you lots of love. We wish you well. And listen, tune into some old Wild Wednesdays, or what? Maybe go into some Victoria Wood archives. That's what I would do. I'd go back into some classic Acorn antiques, some Wooden Walters.
I'm trying to get through
my
backlog catalogue of the Kermode and Mayo Film Podcast, the only podcast I listen to because I don't have time for any others. Hello to Jason Isaacs. Any entertainees out there, please get in touch because I never find any, and it's a sad, lonely life. Anyway, podcasts are great. Martin, sending all our love. Also in the mood for love, and messages sent through the ether. Hopefully the video quality is good today. Feels like there's some good bandwidth in the air. I tasted some earlier. It was quite nice. I had it with my croissant. Yes, love in the air and respect. I don't know why I said that. To my friend Hadley Fraser, whose birthday it is today. It's quite a big one. He's quite a big one, and so is the birthday. So, Hadley, if you're listening, this is for you, and if it's not for you, This is also for Penny Carr, who got in touch to say she loves Ivor Novello, which is a good thing to say. There's a couple of Ivors in today. If you don't know Ivor Novello, kids or anyone else, he's a great Welsh songwriter and he was a great entertainer and personality. And the film Gosford Park is sort of about, well, it's about lots of things, but
it's about a murder.
It's about murder and the class system, but also about Ivor Novello turning up to a party.
Yeah,
and sort of
it's a
throwing
great
cat
film.
and
Let's watch
that again.
Let's
It's sort
watch
of
Gosford Park.
that written by Julian Fellows sort of kicked into Downton Abbey. That's why that all happened.
And if you don't know Hadley Fraser, well,
Well.
he is one of the giants of theatre
He is.
and musical theatre. He was appearing in City of Angels in town before Yuldy lockdown. Hopefully that'll come back. But you can probably
Not the
find
lockdown show.
Some videos of Hadley online singing and whatnot. Actually, he was in the Phantom of the Opera cast playing Raoul. I think that they screened on Friday night as part of Lloyd Webber's The Show Must Go On YouTube. Anyway, happy birthday, Hadley. Love to you and your lovely family.
This is called And Her Mother Came Too. I seem to be the victim of a cruel jest. It dogs my footsteps with a girl I love the best. She's just the sweetest thing that I have ever known. But still, we never get the chance to be alone. My car will meet her, and her mother comes too. It's a two-seater, still her mother comes too. At Ciro's when I'm free, at dinner, supper or tea, she loves to shimmy with me, and her mother does too. We buy her trousseau, and her mother comes too. Ask not to do so, still her mother comes too. She simply can't take a snub. I go and sulk at the club, then have a bath and a rub, and her brother comes too. There may be times when couples need a chaperone, but mothers ought to leave a chap alone. I wish they'd have a heart and use their common sense. For three's a crowd and more, it's trouble the expense. We lunch at Maxine's, and her mother comes too. How large a snack seems when her mother comes too. And when they're visiting me, we finish afternoon tea. She loves to sit on my knee, and her mother does too. To golf we started, and her mother came too. The 3 bags I carted when her mother came too. She fainted just off the tee. My darling whispered to me, Joe dear, at last we are free. But her mother came too. That's for all you Ivor Novello fans out there. I have some good news.
Sure, there are
among
many.
all the awful news, which is always a tonic. And this is a lovely story in the Times today. A 6-year-old boy with spina bifida has raised more than £70,000 for the NHS by walking 10 metres a day after being inspired to use his walking frame by Captain Tom Moore. Frank Mills, great name. This is Frank. Sorry about the quality of the photograph.
Oh.
This is Frank Mills with his football and his frame.
Sweet.
From Bristol. Only started walking 18 months ago, and his family have been struggling to encourage him to travel even short distances using his frame. However, after Frank saw Captain Tom Moore, the 99-year-old Second World War veteran who has raised more than 27 million for the NHS by using a walking frame, he told his family, I want to do that. He initially set a target for raising £99 for NHS Charities Together, an umbrella organisation that supports health service charities, but he's already surpassed £70,000. Janet Mills, his mother, told BBC Radio Bristol, Captain Tom has got a walking frame, and I think it's him seeing the walking frame that Frank went, I want to do that because we've been really struggling to get him to use it at home. So he took the walking frame outside, his big brother marked out the distance, and he just did it. And while he was doing it, he shouted to one of our neighbours, "You can sponsor me! I want to raise £99." As well as having spina bifida, a condition meaning a baby's spine does not develop properly in the womb, Frank was also born prematurely at 25 weeks. He spent 5 months in the neonatal intensive care unit at Southmead Hospital and has received ongoing care at home and at the Bristol Children's Hospital. Mrs. Mills said he absolutely loves the NHS and all the amazing doctors and nurses and therapists that we have benefited from. So I think in his head, that is who he is supporting. That's
bravo.
The amazing Frank Mills, 6-year-old boy who's raised...
Lots of people saying cheers to Frank and to Captain Tom Moore.
Captain Tom Moore, 27 million!
That's amazing.
That's
Good news!
Good news.
Frankly amazing.
And to,
Good, Martin.
To link that all in, a reminder of my terribly small but hopefully partly significant attempt to raise some money through this show. Last week we started off raising money for music in hospitals, and this week I chose the brilliant Help Musicians UK. helpmusicians.org.uk I think is the website. I did a Facebook post this morning. You can donate there very easily. Only if you have the means and the funds. Please don't feel you have to, but it's...
it all counts.
It all
if
counts.
you can, do put a little bit of money in the pot. If you're enjoying the Shed shows, please do contribute to Joe's chosen charities.
We're just trying to focus on charities that maybe people aren't thinking about as much, because it's great that it's being focused on those NHS charities, but also there are others in great need as well at the moment.
Thanks all. Shout out to Fred Sandal's neighbour Beth, whose birthday it is today.
Hello, Fred Sandal's neighbour Beth, whose birthday it is today.
Hollering over the fence or the trellis or...
Now, while I do this next song, I wondered if people could suggest some very, very old songs. That is Vintage Tuesday. And I'll try to put them together in some kind of medley. So the oldest songs you know.
Okay.
If you want to suggest some plain chant from the 1400s, that's fine. I did a module on it, guys. So while you're
send in your requests for oldies but goodies.
So this is for the YouTube live chatters.
Okay.
Hello to everyone there.
I'll start compiling those, ready for a medley.
While you do that, I will do this heartbreaking song. Which I've always wanted to sing, and my friend Claire Teal recorded this a few years ago in a lovely album she did called Hey Ho, which was all songs written by British songwriters. And this is again an Ivor Novello, which is now a standard. It's called We'll Gather Lilacs. And as ever, these kind of songs, these yearning songs, take on a more prominent pertinence at the moment as we gaze out and wish for other things, any things, really, that aren't this. So this is for Faye Ostler, who asked for this one. Lots of you have asked for We'll Gather Lilacs, thank you. So here it is. Although you're far away and life is sad and grey, I have a scheme, a dream to try. I'm thinking of you, dear, and all we're meant to see when we're together, you and I. We'll soon forget our care and pain and find such lovely things to share again. We'll gather lilacs in the spring again and walk together down an English lane until our hearts have learned to sing again. When you come home once more, by the firelight's glow. You hold me close and never let me go. Your eyes will tell me all I need to know when you come home once more. And in the evening, by the firelight's glow, you hold me close and never let me go. Your eyes will tell me all I want to know when you come home once more. Excuse me.
Beautiful.
Thank you very much. What have we got?
We've got lots. We've got loads.
Okay. You've been writing on the door. Writing on the door, writing ideas down.
Okay, we've got loads. I couldn't get them all, but I got a lot. We've got...
Hit me with them. There it goes.
There it goes.
This
Once
is,
or twice a session.
This is
that
Vintage
happens.
Tuesdays. This is Stilgoe on the show. It's episode 30. Thank you all for joining in. Thank you all for enjoying the director of photography and the gimbal. Here we are in my shed. It's April the 21st. We are doing our first Vintage Tuesdays. Before that song, I asked you for the oldest song you know, or any song that's old, vintage. And the director of photography's written them down, and she's going to say them at me now.
My Foolish Heart.
Yep.
How do you want me to do this?
I don't know.
Okay. Here's a selection. My Foolish Heart, May to December, Cheek to Cheek, Mud, Mud, Glorious Mud, Tea for Two, Green Sleeves, Scarborough Fair, My Old Man's a Dustman. I mean, we got a lot. We're a couple of swells. Do you want me to just feed them in?
I like it. Going way back. Yeah, I think feed them in. I can.
Okay. Cheek to Cheek.
Heaven. I'm in heaven. And my heart beats so that I can hardly speak. And I seem to find some green sleeves that I seek when I'm out with King Henry VIII for a week.
Mud, Mud, Glorious Mud.
Mud, mud, glorious mud. Nothing quite like it for cooling my blood. So follow me, follow, and down to the hollow, and there we will wallow in glorious mud.
Scarborough Fair.
Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me as the one who looked bare. She will director of photography.
T for two? My old man's a dustman.
My old man's a dustman, he wears a dustman's cap. He wears gold climbing trousers and he lives in a council flat. He loves to do green sleeves when he is in the shed. And he wears something on the top of his head and it must be a cap.
We're a couple of swells.
We're just a couple of swells. We stop in the best hotels. Ah, no, that's not how it goes. I would walk down the avenue, but I didn't have a horse. Shouldn't have sung that one.
Coming round the mountain? She'll be.
She'll be coming round when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain, swinging round the mountain. She'll be wearing all the big bands when she comes. She'll be wearing lots of trousers when she comes. She'll be wearing pink pajamas, getting some llamas, wearing all the rumpy.
Keep the home fires burning. May to December.
I can't get it. I'm just thinking of Judi Dench.
What about My Foolish Heart? Good night, sweetheart.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. I hate to leave you. I really must say. Oh, good night, sweetheart. Good night. Good night, sweetheart. It's time to fly.
Fly me to the moon?
Fly me to the moon. I'm the right guy. Though all the aeroplanes have stopped flying high. Oh, fly me to the moon in a pie. Fly me to the moon. Let me swing among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, I love you.
Maybe we'll finish with a bit of We'll Meet Again.
I love you. We'll meet again. Don't know when, but I know we'll meet again when I leave my shed. Keep smiling through, even though you've got a shoe, 'cause the lyrics have just left my tiny head.
Okay.
We'll meet again. We'll meet again. We'll meet again.
Bravo, Joey.
you.
What a medley. What a medley.
That's all we've got time for today.
Thanks, everyone.
Tuesdays, it's been vintage. Like a good cheese, it's worth revisiting on YouTube. If you haven't tuned in today, tell your friends. And also, you can subscribe on YouTube. You can send me an email, info@joestilgoe.com, if you've got a story or a request or anything you want to have read out on the show. Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, I'm all over those as well. The director of photography, she's on Twitter as well, but I'm not telling you her name.
You've seen our garden today in disarray
Haha.
as I stepped outside.
Disarray.
Are you playing us out, Joe?
No, I'm just sort of doing, well, I'm playing.
Why don't you play us out? Oh. I thought you were playing us out with a
Well, that
song.
was playing it out.
I thought you were playing us out with a song. No, playing us out with some
Vintage
instrumental.
Tuesday. See you tomorrow for Wild Wednesdays, 8 p.m, guys. And just remember, Help Musicians is the charity. Please donate.
Good luck, Martin. Bye bye. Lots of love. Wash your hands.